In this video tutorial, I will be showing you how to crochet a cord with leaves and spiral flowers. For work, you need a ball of yarn and a crochet hook. To begin, make a chain of 7, where 4 chain stitches is for the foundation chain and 3 more is to begin the first row. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the foundation chain, and now chain 3 to bring up the yarn. 1, 2, 3. Now double crochet through the 5th chain stitch away from the hook. So skip 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and through this 5th chain stitch work a double crochet. Then double crochet through in each of next 2 chain stitches. 1 and the second double through the last chain stitch. The first row is made. Here we have 3 chain stitches on the beginning and 3 double crochet stitches. To continue, turn to the back and begin crocheting a leaf. Chain 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then single crochet through the 2nd chain stitch away from the hook. Skip 1 stitch and single crochet through the 2nd chain stitch. Then half double crochet through the next chain stitch, double crochet through the next one, then continue treble crochet through in each of next 3 chain stitches. Yarn over the hook 2 times to work a treble stitch. 1, 2, and the last treble. 3. Then double crochet through the next chain stitch and into the last chain stitch work a half double. Now single crochet through the double on previous row, and here you can see our first leaf that is coming out of the cord is ready. Now to continue the cord, chain 2, 1, 2, and double crochet 3 in a row. First, double crochet through in each of next 2 double crochet stitches in row below, and the last 3rd double work through the next chain stitch. Row is completed. I remind you I worked on the back, so turn to the front, and here let's crochet the same leaf. But this one will be on the opposite side. So chain 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then single crochet through the 2nd chain stitch away from the hook. Then half double crochet through the next chain stitch. Double crochet through the next chain stitch. Then treble crochet through in each of next 3 chain stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Then double crochet through the next chain stitch and half double crochet through the last chain stitch. To complete the leaf, single crochet through the first double on previous row. The 2nd leaf is ready. Now to continue, chain 2 and double crochet through the next double below. Here I made 1 double And at this point, I'm going to begin a flower. This will be a spiral flower. So chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a base for the spiral. Now chain 3 to bring up the yarn, 1, 2, 3. And on top of this last chain stitch, make a 3 chain picot. For the picot, chain 3 and slip into the 4th chain stitch away from the hook. The picot is ready. Now I need to double crochet through the 1st chain stitch of the foundation chain for the spiral. For this, yarn over to work a double, skip 2 chain stitches from the one that we worked through. Here is that stitch, skip 2, 1, 2, and double crochet through this 3rd chain stitch. Double crochet is made. On top of this double, work a 3 chain picot, chain 3 and a slip stitch into the double. Let's see again. Here is the chain stitch that we worked a slip stitch through. I skipped 2 away from it and worked a double through the 3rd chain stitch. Now continue and into the same chain stitch double crochet 2 more times. And on top of each double, work a picot. 1 and last time, double crochet, chain 3 and a slip stitch through the same double. Now repeat the same into the next chain stitch. Double crochet with picot 3 times. Double crochet and work a picot. Then double crochet through the same chain stitch and work a picot on top. And the last time, double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and slip into the double. Now you need to continue and work the same through in each of next 5 chain stitches. Double crochet 3 into each chain stitch, and on top of each double, work a 3 chain picot. Once you're done, you will have 1 chain stitch left. So continue working through in each of next 5 chain stitches till you reach this last chain stitch. Here I reached the last chain stitch. Into each chain stitch, I double crochet 3 times, and on top of each double, worked a picot. My spiral is almost ready. Here you can see I have 1 chain stitch left. I will be working through this stitch in a while, so let's continue together. Now single crochet through the chain stitch that our last 3 doubles are coming out of. Then make a slip stitch through the last chain stitch of our spiral. Our spiral is ready. Now continue in a row. Double crochet through the double on previous row. This is the next double. Then double crochet through the next chain stitch. Here in this row, we made a leaf and a spiral. Now I'm going to form a flower of this spiral. Let me just pull out this working loop so it won't unravel. And now to create a flower, make a spiral, go around to the outside, away from the center, like this. You can see that in this way the spiral looks more like a flower. Now we need to fix this spiral in this position. For this, in the next row, I'm going to attach the end of the spiral to the last double on this row. Here you can see the chain stitches that we made to start the spiral. Hold these chain stitches on top of the last double you made on this row. Hold it like this. Make sure that the flower looks good. If not, you still have a chance to fix it. Now to begin the next row, turn the work to the back. Here, insert the hook through the first double. And then around the chain stitches that are on the end of the spiral. Insert the hook into this space between the chain stitches and double crochet stitch. Insert the hook, take the working yarn and pull it through. Then yarn over and pull through too. With this single crochet, I attached the end of the spiral to the cord. Here you can see. Now let's continue on the back. Chain 2, 1, 2, then double crochet through the next double, and again double crochet through the next double. Here is this double. It is kind of hard to find it. And the last double, work through the next chain stitch. Here the row is completed. It was row 4. Now let's turn to the front and see what we have made so far. Here is our cute little flower made of a spiral. And so far we made 2 leaves, one to the right side of the cord and another one to the left. On the back, this flower cannot be seen. We just have plain cord with leaves. Now to continue the cord and make it long enough for any of your projects, we need to repeat these 4 rows over and over again as many times as needed. So turn to the front and let's continue together. Chain 3 to bring up the yarn. And double crochet 3 in a row. Double crochet through the double stitches on previous row. I made 1, 2, and the last third double goes through the chain stitch. Now turn to the back, and here begin with another leaf. Chain 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Single crochet through the second chain stitch away from the hook. Then work in a row, have double crochet, then double crochet, then treble crochet through in each of next 3 chain stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Then again double crochet through the next chain stitch and have double crochet through the last chain stitch. To complete the leaf, single crochet through the first double on previous row. The leaf is ready, And as you can see, our pattern repeats. We are doing completely the same as we did before. Let's continue. Chain 2, double crochet through in each of next double crochet stitches, 2, and the last double, work through the next chain stitch. The second row is completed. Turn to the front and work a leaf again. Chain 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Single crochet through the second chain stitch away from the hook. Then work in a row, half double crochet, then double crochet, then treble crochet 3, one, 2, and the last treble, 3. Then again double crochet through the next chain stitch and half double crochet through the last chain stitch. To complete the leaf, single crochet through the first double on previous row. The leaf is ready now. And now let's continue and crochet a flower. Chain 2, double crochet through the next double, and now begin the next flower. First we need to crochet a spiral. For this, chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a base for the spiral. Now chain 3 to bring up the yarn, and on top of this last chain stitch make a 3 chain picot. 1, 2, 3, chain 3 and a slip stitch through the 4th chain stitch away from the hook. Then skip 2 chain stitches, 1, 2, and double crochet through the 3rd chain stitch. On top of this double, work a 3 chain picot as well. Chain 3 and a slip stitch into the double. Continue into the same chain stitch, double crochet 2 more times, and on top of each double work a picot. I did 1 and the second double with a picot on top. 2. Here I made 3 double crochet stitches with picot into 1 chain stitch. To make the spiral, keep working the same, work 3 double crochet stitches with picot on top into each of next 6 chain stitches. We need to have 1 chain stitch left. So work till you reach the last chain stitch. Here I reached this last chain stitch. My spiral is almost ready. Now let's continue together. Single crochet through the same chain stitch that we worked 3 doubles into. And now make a slip stitch through the last chain stitch of our spiral. Then double crochet 2, work through stitches on previous row, double crochet through the double, and the second double, work through the next chain stitch. Here we have completed the 3rd row. Now we need to stop for a while and form the flower out of this spiral. For this, just turn the spiral going around away from the center, like this. And then on the beginning of the next last row, I will attach the end of this spiral to the cord. Hold the end of the spiral on top of the last double you made on this row. Now I will be working around these chain stitches. Before you begin the next row, make sure that your flower looks good and you can keep going. Let's continue together and crochet the last row of the pattern. Repeat. Turn the work to the back. Insert the hook through the first double and then around the chain stitches like this. Take the working yarn, pull it through, then yarn over and pull through too. With a single crochet stitch, I attached the end of the spiral to the cord. Then continue, chain 2, double crochet through in each of next 2 double crochet stitches. Here's the first double and work through the next double. Here it is, double crochet through this double. And the last double, work through the next chain stitch. Row 4 is made. Let's turn to the front and take a look at our cord. Here we've got 2 flowers and 4 leaves that are on a flat, strong cord made of double crochet stitches. I would like to take some of your time and show you a little bit a different way how you can make these flowers. You actually can leave the spiral as it is without forming a flower. Let me just unravel my last row, row 4, to the point where I was going to work a single crochet stitch to attach the spiral to the cord. In this way, we don't need to attach the end of the spiral to the cord. Here is the end of my 3rd row. As an idea, in your cord, instead of making a flower, you can leave the spiral like this. In this case, the cord will look differently. And the last row, row 4, would be a little different as well. So let's crochet together. To begin the row 4, chain 3 to bring up the yarn. 1, 2, 3. Then double crochet through in each of next 2 double crochet stitches. 1 and double crochet through the next double. 2. And the last double, work through the chain stitch. Here I completed the last row. Now let's see. Here we have a spiral. And before we formed a flower out of the same spiral. You can choose any variation of the flower you like. Or you can combine both, alternating with a flower and a spiral. This is one side cord. This is the front. On the back, it doesn't have any flowers, just a plain cord. Thank you so much for watching, and please make sure to subscribe to our channel for more free tutorials.